How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Ass Hat Podcast on YouTube. This time I got a comic zine. Now I've reviewed an issue of this zine before. This is Amazing Heroes, which was basically the Wizard comics of the 80s, and it lasted into the 90s. It was published by same company, Fantagraphics, same company that does Comics Journal. This is kind of like their version of the polar opposite comics. Comics Journal was more about non-superhero stuff, all that, and this was mostly about superheroes. Now this one focuses on the New Mutants, who they have a movie coming out soon. This is before their graphic novel, their first appearance happened. There's the cover, issue 16, $2.50, and this came out in October of '82. Got a little ad in the front for Hugo, which was a series from Fantagraphics. Back issues, of course. Now this is one of the ones that was reprinting Archie Goodwin and Al Williamson's Star Wars comic strip. And we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Might as well say 9 pages because there's 2 half pages of that strip. And it's actually not that bad. I've read a bunch of these because I got a bunch of issues of Amazing Heroes. It's pretty damn good. Jeremiah's the Survivor. The Survivors graphic novel. Now, some of y'all might remember quite a few years ago on Showtime, or one of those, I think it was Showtime, there was a series called Jeremiah with Luke Perry and Malcolm Jamal Warner, set in a post-apocalyptic future where it's like all the adults are dead. This is the comic it's based on. As far as I know, unless something's happened in the past year, this is the only time this stuff has been translated into English. It's a French comic, remembering right? Now we got, the news line. I love this art here because this is a B. Tim. So I'm thinking that might be Bruce Tim. It looks like it. So you got Archie, you got Doc Savage, you got Morbius, the Living Vampire, Silver Surfer, Cerberus, Punisher, Black Canary. And it's about the new graphic novels coming out from Marvel. Marvel cancels 3 titles, reduces 4 to bi-monthly. And talking about Marvel is going through some changes at the time. This is also back when Pacific Comics was around, and their new series Alien Worlds was getting ready to start. Great sci-fi anthology series. And sadly, this is around the time when Master of Kung Fu Gene's day had just passed the age of 31. Great talent that was lost way, way too soon. And this is talking about Brave and the Bold. Brave and the Bold was one of the longer running DC titles. Matter of fact, at the time this was coming out, it was one of the titles, besides like Superman and Batman, they've been published continuously by DC since sometime in the 40s, I'm guessing. It's been around a long, long time. And at the time, it was just used to team up Batman and another hero, and it's going to be replaced with a team-up title, which ended up being Batman and the Outsiders. And this is about JC Comics scheduling some new titles, Thunder Agents. I don't think those ever came out. Bill Black's Paragon, the published line of color comics. Paragon is AC Comics now, Film Force and all that. Funny Animals, Aliens, and Oddball Comics from Pacific. Pacific was becoming something back then. Superman creator Jerry Siegel to write for Eclipse. Fantago titles, delayed. Fantaco did horror comics, and they were known, if you read Fangor or any of the horror mags back in the 80s, they were the mail order house for all kinds of great stuff. Talking about the Mighty Crusaders being delayed. This is back when Archie was trying to bring back their line of heroes. It was going to be called the Red Circle? Yeah, Red Circle line. And talking about the delays on. I've read an issue of The Shield and one of the Mighty Crusaders from that. And then we got, some advertisements for First Comics, E-Man, Warp. They always had silly covers, and this is their parody of New Mutants. Then we have, of course, a list of all the different stuff that's coming out. And there's some interesting stuff here. This is something I wouldn't mind seeing if they actually have it. Voyages the magazine, but look at this talent. We got Alex Toffey, we got Leela Dowling, Rick Geary, Trina Robbins, Frank Bruner, Howard Chaykin, and Terry Olsen, and more. Coming November 15th from Nautilus Dreams, based in Michigan. No idea if this ever came out. And we got some more, hey, this is the comics coming out. There's Moon Knight. I love Moon Knight. Let me see. They're showing Daredevil. 191. Is it? Yes, it is. Daredevil plays Russian roulette with Bullseye, who lies paralyzed in his hospital bed. Why? This is Frank Miller's last issue. This is for Frank Miller left Daredevil. There's Rom. There's an issue of Conan I actually own. And then we get a really long article here on Professor Xavier's new freshman class, The New Mutants. And you can see some original art. Hey, Jeppy subscription service. You know what this is? Speculators. You can buy large quantities of any issue at wholesale rates and court. Jeppy is who? Diamond. And look, even back here in the 80s, they're marketing the speculators. Fuck you, Diamond. Fuck you, Jeppy. And you see some more artwork. We got Brent Anderson's Kazar portfolio, which these seem to have been a big thing in the 70s, 80s. I don't remember ever seeing them, but I see a lot of ads for them, and it was a way for the artist to make a little money on the side. Let's see, we get the mock-up of the page. The page is still New Mutants. This is for the graphic novel to come out. Same thing, mock-up on the page. And we can see what art would have fallen outside the panel borders. Some more of that. What we got next? So that's a long article on it. A lot of good information. A good long article by Rachel Stein on Green Arrow, explaining how Green Arrow is more than just Batman with a fucking bow. And that's one of my major complaints. I mean, people that know me know I'm in the comics. They always ask me if I watch, Arrow. And I've told them, I tried watching it. It's Batman with a bow. If I want to watch Batman, I'm going to watch Batman. I don't want to watch him take Green Arrow. And I know Green Arrow started out as Batman with a bow, but he's become way more in that since then. And is that? Okay, it's Harris. I thought that was my real artwork. But good long article. You get some artwork from the origin of Green Arrow. An ad for the Elric series that I don't think Pacific Comics ever put out. It's a long thing on. An ad for Amethyst, Princess of Gemworld, which was a 12-issue maxi series that became a regular ongoing series. Supposedly well done. I've never read much of it, but what I read was pretty good. More on Green Arrow. There's the Speedy doing heroin? Yeah, it was heroin. That's kind of an infamous panel. 2 blockbuster comic releases. Pacific Comics continues to lead the way, and they have Twisted Tale and Silver Star. Silver Star was another of the Jack Kirby created heroes for Pacifics. Then we have this nice long article by Robert Jones on Namor. It says Namor Rex because what was his catchphrase? Imperious Rex. That was the thing about Amazing Hero. They did a lot of research and you got a lot of good information. Well, they're talking about the Marvel titles being canceled earlier. Here's one of them. Who's kidnapping the great powers of the West Coast? And we got Hangman, Werewolf, Tigress, Shroud, all these characters. Spider-Woman's not narked off. This is the last issue. Yep, the last issue of Spider-Woman by Ann Nocenti. Somebody named last name of Postman, somebody last name DeRosa. I was reading Spider-Woman time, great series. More than any more stuff. Some ElfQuest stuff. This is Guide to Marvel reprints. And basically what this was is that a lot of the Marvel stuff in the 70s, because Marvel was trying to flood the market, they were reprinting a lot of stuff. So this was telling you, hey, if you want a copy of, let's just say Daredevil. Well, we'll look right here. Daredevil issue number 5. Look at this. It says Marvel Superheroes. Number 25 has that in it. And they tell you if sometimes some of these reprints are missing a page or two, they tell you all that nice, handy little thing back in the pre-internet days. And actually, I'm kind of surprised I've not seen that I'm not seeing online where anybody's taking this information and uploaded it online. Gil Kane's Savage from Fantagraphics. Discovered the secrets of the X-Men. The X-Men were hot then, so they had 2 different X-Men companion books. Starhawks by Archie Goodwin and Gil Kane. This is another really good space opera newspaper strip that the Amazing Heroes reprinted. Grading Comics. And this is kind of a joke article. We got Birdcage BCL, because you got mint near mint. These are additional ones. Birdcage lining. Sometimes also given as a measure of literary merit, the pages are very loose and easily stripped out for placement in the bottom of your birdcage. SFTP, suitable for toilet paper. NGFTP, not good for toilet paper. AUFTP, used for trouble. That's a joke article, but still interesting. A lot of pages of Starhawk. Great Gil Kane artwork on it. Comics in Review, and here's where they're reviewing issue number 3 of Nexus by Baron and Rude from Capital. Then New Teen Titans issue 27. And is that the... Yeah! This is the issue of Nexus that came with a flexi disc, which for you youngsters out there was a very thin record that would be inserted and stuff. You put it on your record player and listen to it, and it gave you for this issue, they gave you, it's sort of like the Power Records they did with Marvel and DC. This would give you the background noise and people reading the background effects and people reading the plot to you. Neat little idea, and the local comic shop has that issue, but they're wanting a little more than one to pay. Then we got letters in from the readers. The Comics Locker, which was a mail order subscription service. This is Jackson? Does not say. Yeah, Jack Jackson's. He was an underground comic. He did a lot of stuff about Texas history, so remember the Alamo. Paul Chadwick, drawing Kitty Pryde, 1982. I'm pretty sure this is pre-concrete. And look at that. That is Paul Chadwick artwork. Paul Chadwick artwork, and his name's on there. That's another thing that was neat about this. Finding sometimes the first artwork published by these people. And I'm surprised some of these have not went up in value because of that. Because I mean, you got people out there that are trying to sell, the issue of previews where they have like a 2-page sneak peek of the first issue of Walking Dead as the first Walking Dead thing. More letters, more portfolios, Dal Golda, and this was always a neat little page at the end of every issue of Amazing Heroes. Potpourri. Like this one on Dick Tracy. The Dick Tracy strip for February 13, 1970. Chief Patton is sending fire-blinded Tracy to Hawaii, saying it's for his own good. Besides, it's the gag of the year. Hula dancers and him blonde. Followed by a good laugh from the Chief with Liz saying, "You're mean, Chief, just me." The Chief wiping away tears of laughter guffaws. I love that guy, haha. I said, just always neat little stuff there. And then on the back, we got the new Nexus, #1, the color comic from Capital, which never came out as far as I know. Well, that's it for this time. I hope you enjoyed it. Amazing Heroes number 16. If you want to know about comic history and don't feel like looking the stuff up and reading some badly written or maybe even sometimes wrong article thing about it on Wikipedia, go to your local comic shop, ask them if they got copies of this. Usually they do, and they don't want much for them. They're definitely worth picking up. So if you enjoyed it, give me that thumbs up, click subscribe, leave a comment, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.